Welcome to this little video. I'm going to spend maybe 8-9 minutes showing you how to use an icon viewer and extractor that I wrote. It runs on Windows. It's not very big. It's about 2.5 megabyte. It does not require any installation. Just download it, take it out of the zip and run it. As I said, it should run on Windows 10. I'm running it on Windows 10 on a fresh out of the box installation. I've run it on Windows 7 and I used to run it on Windows XP, but I gave that up a few years ago. You can get a copy of this program from www.plodware.com. Let's go there now and see what we can find. I've prepared a browser that's already set up to go to www.plod.com, and I've got an Windows Explorer having a look at the download folder. To show currently it's empty, let's go to the plodware.com, full screen. There are a number of applications there. We're only focusing on one, which is the icon ripper. Let's go in. That's what the screenshot looks like. Now let's download the current version of the application. It'll come down as a zip file, simply because if it's an executable, then some downloaders don't like that. So I've packed the executable inside a zip. Right. Download finished. We can close this. There's our download. I've taken 2 folders. I intend to open up the zip and copy the executable back into the download folder out of the way. I can now get rid of this. We don't need the zip anymore. We can get rid of it. All we need is our little application. Less than 2.5 megabytes. Right, doesn't need any installation, just double click, let it run. There we are. I'll set it to be a full screen. And basically, here are some shortcuts to some interesting files which are fairly full of icons. There's 8 files which I've provided as shortcuts, or you can navigate through your file system looking at specific files. We'll start off on the shortcuts, but before we do, you do have the ability, when you have a look at these, to download individual icons or download them all. When you do, they will automatically go to what I call the home directory. Currently, the home directory for me is exactly here, C users T44OS documents, and in it currently nothing particularly interesting. A couple of folders, but file wise not many files. If I decided I really like that particular icon, let's say that X, then all I have to do is right click with the mouse. It'll then say this is icon 38, yes it is, and it's large, and it's going to be downloaded as the file name ie_frame_L for large 038.bitmap to my home directory. Let's do it. Let's refresh. There we are. There's my bitmap. Now let's go back into Moricons. Moricons is a DLL. It's one that I know where it's located. It's in one of the system folders, and it's packed with icons. In fact, so many they won't fit onto this little area. There's a button up here to take us into the next page. Goes up to 112, or now we can go back. But now let's take a copy of this digital X icon. Rather than taking it as a bitmap, which is what we took before, let's take this as an icon. Again, right click with the mouse, Moricons large 089, update, and there's me Moricons large. Right, there are shortcuts to some interesting locations. Beware, in Windows 10 this particular location is pretty useless, whereas in Windows 7 PNI DUI actually provides quite a lot of interesting DLLs of icons. If you want to search the standard folders, which would be the System32, just click on here and it'll take us straight to the Windows System32 folder. It's full of files, and you can just put the mouse there and then using the up and down arrow keys just scan through. There was an icon. Just scan until it finds something that you find interesting. If you know what you're looking for is probably in, let's say, an OCX file, and you can set OCX here. And see if there are any icons. Yes, there are. Not many, but a few. Or if you're lazy again, you could have achieved the same thing. Let's do it not for the OCX, do it for the exes, the executables. This is a shortcut on the file extension. Now, the files, the icon files, if you do download them, are stored in the home directory. The home directory defaults to, on my system, to being here, C drive, users, T44OS, documents. You can redirect that. I particularly like, for now, putting everything in the downloads folder. So I'll go to the downloads folder. That's where our icon ripper is. It's the only thing in there, I think. Whoops. Can't type very well. I can mark this, wherever we're currently looking at here, as home. Now I can go off, let's go into Netshell. Netshell has got 164 icons. Let's download them all as large icons, all in one go into the home location. So just select large, select icon. We've got home set up. Now just click save all. Do you really want to do it? Done it. Are they there? There they are. Right, there you are, a little icon ripper. Not very clever, not very sophisticated, but basically it does the job that I needed it to do. So there we are, one PlodWare, icon viewer and extractor. Why PlodWare? Well, I'm getting on a bit. In the 70s and 80s, I used to rush at programming. I think I started programming in September 1971 or 72, not too sure now. Started earning money, serious programming in 1981, 82, and now I'm still plodding along, not quite as fast at doing it as I used to, but there we are. Programming is still fun. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much.